We are winning tomorrow. I've already ordered my jollof. I ordered some puff puff to go with it. You understand? The chicken are chickening. You understand? Like not even the fried one, it's the pepper roasted one. You understand? So I can't wait to celebrate tomorrow. We ain't got nothing to worry about. We're talking about Spurs, bro.
We're talking about.
We're talking Spurs, like Spurs.
Ruben, I'm sorry to say it, bro. Out. Amorim out.
What I wanted. Kobe Mainu winner off the bench.
Man United are going to win.
For your sake.
Man United are going to win 3-1. Oh, Man United are going to win 3-1 or by 2 goals. Whether that's 2-0, 4-2, 3.
Control, Alt, Delete, Manchester United Football Club. Control, Alt, Delete, Man United Football Club. We've just lost a European final here in Bilbao to Spurs. 17-year trophy weight gone on Man United's watch with a pathetic, disgusting, weasel-like performance. We are in the pits of hell. I did not expect this to happen, especially in the fucking manner that it did. Simply disgusting. We are an embarrassment.
The man came through with a Prada jacket, Valentino jumper, freshly shaven trim, like he's been there before.
He has Sky Dweller as well.
Sky Dweller
on his wrist.
You know what I'm trying to say? So he has the aura.
He was walking around Manny with 4 lieutenants.
One of them cartel.
One of them was dripped down in head to toe, hood rich.
Yeah.
If you're wearing hood rich, that means you're ready to soak someone.
He's the worst manager in Manchester United history.
We are ready for Tottenham Hotspur. I've got one person to call out. Expressions. You think you're going to win a trophy? You think we're going to give you the first trophy in your career? In your lifetime? Yeah? Listen to me. You are going to be having tears, my brother. Yeah? It's going to be tears for you, bro. I can't come back from this. I don't think I can come back from this. I don't think I'll ever be myself again, bro. I'm telling you now. Something inside of me died today, bro. We were top dogs. They were known as nobodies.
Going to answer the question, or you're going to keep asking it? No, absolutely. And I think I'll correct myself. I don't usually win things. I always win things in my second year. Nothing's changed.
Let me just say, yeah. Well done to Kuda, did it? That video. Well done. Well done to Kuda. Still. What was it? Stay hydrated. Yeah. Yeah. Sean? Hydrated. Nah. Hydrated. That's what's going on here. Hydrated. But all right. I needed to take that before I start the show. I need that little kick, you know what I mean? That little oomph. You know, I'm not starting this. You go ahead, sir. Yeah, I need to get my thoughts together. I need to be very...
All right. Anyway, everybody. Hello, welcome to the End-to-End Football Podcast here. We have a very interesting show. A very good show. It was a brilliant day yesterday, if I do say so myself. I'm here myself, SAS in the building. And my co-host today, Abs. Talk to me, Abs. In fact, where do you want to start, Abs? From the team selection?
Cool. Whoa.
So before kickoff, let's start before kickoff.
All right, you know what? Okay, let's start with the whole thing, yeah? Let's start with the whole thing. Spiritually, yeah? Spiritually. Nothing on this planet. The ancestors, nothing prepared us for the idea that Spurs could beat us. A fourth time, by the way, this season. Something that's never happened. I don't even remember that happening in football. A team losing to one team 4 times in one season. And then it's a European final as well. You just did not see it coming. Did not see it coming at all. All right?
Come on.
Well, actually, yeah, 2 teams with both trophies. I think this last bit of this comment is the thing that stuck in my head when Spurs went 1-0 up. Because Kuda said it the last show on Monday. The year of the birds. And every bird, every team that has a bird, or every trophy has gone to a team that have some consistency with a bird. There's you, man. Even though I think yours is more of a dragon. But you, man. The Magpies. The Eagles. And now the chicken.
Chicken on a beach ball.
Where we cussed that badge on this show. We cussed the badge on this show. Saying how? How is that even a badge of winners?
Clearly is now.
And then to make it worse, right? Europa League Twitter page releasing all the teams that have won Europa. And you look closely and you think, raw. Spurs have won it 2 times beforehand.
Yep.
You guys have won it 3. We've only won it once. Yeah. And now Spurs have won it 3 times. But I didn't see that before when my ancestors were like brushing me and saying, calm, bro, you're here now. Calm. All right, let's start with the team. Don't worry, everyone in the comments. Yeah, once I've done this monologue, question myself for sanity, the link is coming. I invite everyone to come and chat. Yeah, eagle-eyed, come and chat. Because you see me, I remember that I said to you before the FA Cup final, has your season even improved as much as you man are gassing it? And then you went to go and win the FA Cup. And I still had a little bit of hope that I can talk because I thought we'll win the Europa League. So you could, bruv. As he said, it's mad. It's mad that if it's the standard for the competition, we might win it. See, this is what I'm saying. Yeah. So, actually, let me just give you a little thing, right? I'm going to say it now, and I barely ever say this. VH, I hope you're listening. I'm going to say 75% of that result was on the manager. And don't get me wrong. I've said 75. 75. The players are the players, man. We've been watching them for 5 months. The players
he picked them.
Right? No, but I'm saying all season. Like, these are the players that have not been performing.
Sorry, Abs.
Right?
Sorry,
but
Abs. It's bullying.
Why I would say 75%, right, is because fundamental rule in football or in life, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I know we have had some interesting games in the semi-final and the quarter-final of this competition. But you have started with the same front three in all those games. The front three, Jesus, even Goodside has come in. Oh my Lord. I've picked a perfect time for everyone to be available today, right? You have picked Højlund. We already know we're man down with Højlund, so it is what it is. Garnacho, who is one of the few players in our team that gives us the fear for the opposition about running in behind or being direct, and Bruno, who then usually, if the game is the way, if you're losing 1-0 or 2-1 or whatever, like he moves deeper and then they put someone else there. I get that. But what really bothered me as well was the illogical pick of the two CMs. I know Casemiro has been running a lot more recently. But Bruno and Casemiro as the two number 8s? I mean, after 40 minutes, Casemiro was gassing. All due respect, like, oh yeah, Tottenham are rubbish. They've lost 21 games. But one thing is for sure. We have lost every physical battle in the Prem. You are playing a Prem team. You are playing a Prem team in the final. It doesn't matter where the final is. It doesn't matter what the competition is, right? But you have been dominated by Prem teams because of their physicality. You've even said it yourself after a game, saying that we can't dominate like we are in Europa in the Premier League just yet, but we are doing it against other oppositions. So then why would you pick Bruno and Casemiro? If you had picked Ugarte and Casemiro, that would have made more sense. Two defensive-minded, one reads the game, one actually goes around and trying to intercept stuff. That would have made sense. And then obviously you would have left Bruno where he was, which was a number 10 with Garnacho. And then people are like, okay, yeah, but, Euro just come back. If Euro hadn't come back, it would have been Maserati and Maguire and Shaw. Euro's come back. Take Luke Shaw off the fucking pitch. Put Euro back there. Why the fuck is that fat, no-eating salad fucker on the pitch, bro? Sean, he comes into the pitch. He has a belly like me.
So he's
pregnant, bro. A football player, a professional, pregnant. Why is he playing? A professional football player looks like he's pregnant. Why is he playing? Why is he wearing the red of my team? Why are you playing him in the final? He's 90% of this season. He hasn't played football. He hasn't been available. And you think a final is the time to fucking play him? Are you stupid?
Oh my Lord. He'll take a breather.
This guy goes to restaurants. They give him a plate of bread, sauces before the fucking waiter's gone back to the kitchen. He's finished it. The food comes, there's salad there. That salad gets returned to the kitchen. Sorry. Bit harsh. Sorry. I'm speaking the truth, bro. I'm speaking the truth, bro. Anyway, let's go back. Let's go back. The last game, Mason Mount scored 2 goals. It was the second leg of a team that were already beaten 3-0 at home. They were winning 1-0. Brilliant first goal. Brilliant second goal. And for that, I'm sure he started the next couple of games. And in those 2 games, one of them is the Chelsea game. That one I watched from beginning to end. Took a nap in between. And he was shocking, Sean. He was shocking.
I know that, Abs, but I can't.
It was shocking.
Keep going, lad. Keep going.
And then this man decides, I've already got a fat uncooked pork at the back. I'm going to add one more in the front as well. Not saying Mason Mount is that fat, but he ain't the fucking Mason Mount that Chelsea was saying player of the season, was he? He don't move the same. He don't run the same. I mean, he's been injured for the last 2 years.
But you need to add context to this as well. Remember, you've been undefeated in Europa League. I'll leave that bit going.
Undefeated in the Europa League with him, Mainu coming off the bench, and Luke fucking Shaw not playing. In fact, I swear down, Luke Shaw came on the pitch against Leon and everything collapsed. That's why we needed the 2 goals in extra time to get. Oh my God. Oh my God. And it's a final. It's a final that you decide. The Chelsea game wasn't loud enough for you. Like, it wasn't loud. It was loud to me. Because, yes, I realized that Garnacho can't defend because he got spun out of his boots for a very simple move by Reece James for that cross that ended up with Cucurella scoring. Yeah, I get that. But our work with Garnacho has never been on the edge of the box. We know what he is. He's not the best player in the world. I'm coming back to him at the end of the game, though. Let me just make that clear. He's not the best player in the world, but my God, for what he does for this team in terms of going forward, we need that. Because who else is going to run in behind? Spurs knew that Ahmad was the most important player and basically double-teamed him. From the off, they double-teamed him. No, right? On the other side, we had Mount. Mount was lost this game. It's like a child. Boy versus men. Mount was lost. First 5 minutes, he started well. Then he just disappeared into the ether. And he kept... I mean, everyone was talking about the quality of these 2 teams, 16 and 17th respectively in the league. And just look at the goal. Look at the goal. Look at the winning goal. That's... In all the finals I've ever watched, Europa League or Champions League, I've never in my life, World Cup, Euro, whatever, I've never in my life seen a more disgusting goal win a competition. Do you remember a goal like that ever in a final to win?
Well, I think it's fitting for the 2 teams that were there.
Fitting. It's even more fitting for that's how Man United lost. Undefeated all the way to the final. And we already know that Højlund is not there. It's a shadow. And I've said a million times, every time I go on the show and it's about Man United's about to play, I said, you don't know what version of Onana is going to show. And even with Onana, right? He just has to have one moment. Just one moment.
I said this.
And it's a goal.
I said this.
He has put African goalkeepers back to Middle Earth, bro. He has put African goalkeepers back. Yes, I'm going to say this. Back to slavery days. That's how bad this guy has been. Anytime now, yeah, that someone says, oh, yo, this goalkeeper's good. No one goes past his skin color. There's a German goalkeeper. He's been playing brilliant. They put it on Twitter. The first thing that someone did is reshare it. I can't put at what it is, but I don't trust him.
No.
The guy is 6'6", long arms as hell. Brilliant highlights. One thing, someone recorded it I don't know where it is, but I don't trust him. That was it. That was the end of his hype online.
Hold on.
That
But
was
you
the end
know,
of it.
you see, all right. Let me give you a bit of a break. I take my hats off to Ange Postecoglou because
What?
I take my hat off to him. He said, his words, I always win something in my second year. He's came out and he's done the business. He didn't come to play. Do you think he was going to be playing high line? He never played no high line.
Here's the funniest thing.
No, hold on 1 second. This is what you call a tactician. The man said, yeah, you think I'm going to play high line and get banned up by a Diallo? No. I'm gonna play you at this game. He done the business. I take my hats off to him. I was rooting for Spurs. You know I was rooting for Spurs. Go on, what are you gonna ask me?
First 10 minutes, we caught them on the high line a little bit. Just a little bit. We didn't do nothing with it because obviously we didn't have our usual attacking players there. We caught their line.
Bruv, they had you backed up in the corner, bruv.
No,
it looked like he was holding a wine back there, boy.
But
He was backed up, bruv.
But do you know what the issue was?
Good.
See, when they scored that goal, they said, park the fucking bus. Park the bus. And what does Ange know and all the fans know, even with Ten Hag, by the way, even with Ten Hag, this is not new. This is not new. That's what hurts the most. Nothing I'm saying is new. Right? We struggle to break teams down. We struggle to move them about. We struggle to do intricate passing in between, quick 1-2s. We struggle with that.
Yeah,
and then our last resort is to cross the board.
Yeah, but to be honest, you talk about intricate passing. Who have you got in your team that can actually do that in the middle?
Hence why I said we struggle with it.
And then you're crossing into the middle to
I was going to come to that next.
You might as well just cross it to a ghost because there's nobody there.
My friend, we're crossing the ball. Do you know what the worst thing is, yeah? Free kicks and corners. Defenders are reading it better than our striker. And I can't understand this now. Because this man has been here for 2 seasons. Are you telling me that Man United have made so much cuts that they can't get one person to work with him and say, bro, you're meant to be running into this path? Look at the Euro chance, for instance. How is that not my striker? How is Euro making a run better than him? And then we're crossing the ball from deep or from anywhere and just looked at it and said, is that your plan? Hey, 1 second. Another centre back. Good luck beating 3 centre backs, 6'1" and above, via crossing. And then he slapped his midfield right in front of them. A box protecting the 6-yard box and the second 6 area and a little bit of the edge of the box. Right? That's what he just shut that whole space down. That when he went 5 in the back, the game was over. You saw me in the group chat. Was it 79th minute? I said, well done to Spurs. You've won.
Yeah, but the thing is, we knew that too.
81st minute, I actually locked off the screen. I watched the rest of the game was on text. And I went onto my Xbox. I said, yeah, sweet. There was no comeback king this time. I could see it from a mile away.
Yeah, but who was going to be the guy to bring you lot back?
He was always there. In those situations, it's always Bruno, Casemiro,
Ahmad,
Maguire, not even Ahmad. Ahmad has not been really involved in those 2 games in terms of bringing us back.
Yeah, but I'm talking about from earlier in the season, isn't it?
Oh, early in the season, yeah. But again, was Ahmad up to speed from how he was early in the season? We can even say that he's probably playing at 80%. We can say that Euro's probably playing at 80%.
Yeah, but 80% Ahmad is better than whoever else he was going to play there.
Yeah, 80% Ahmad is better than Xerxes. Xerxes 50% is better than Højlund. Look what we're working with. Look at the fucking ingredients we're working with. right?
I hear you, but you've made it this far, you know. No one thought you was gonna get past Lyon. Nobody thought you was gonna get past them. But you've made it this far.
Yeah, but when you look at the trip to get here, we've had a harder trip. We faced harder teams to get here.
Yeah,
not harder teams than Spurs, but Spurs were the hardest team we had to face, and there you go.
You crumbled.
But the moment we knew it was an English team, a Premier League team playing in the final, I'd already showed you guys my doubts when I was here. I already said a little hint. I knew it was going to be a low-scoring game. I knew one goal was going to decide it. And the only thing is, I hope we get the goal first. Nope, Tottenham got the first. And what did I say on Monday? What did I say on Monday? I said, Man United have the ability to make scrub players look good. Who went to go and score the first goal? Who was making that run? Who made the intention? We all talked about the players that were injured. I said, watch this Brendan Johnson, you be the one that's involved. Watch this Brendan.
Who did the ball come off of, Abs, again? Was it Luke Shaw?
The fucking fat turkey eating no salad fucking player. He's professionally injured.
But he always comes back for a big game, though. He always comes back in time for a big game.
And managers are stupid enough to play him. Didn't Southgate play him 2 finals in a row?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you.
Now this guy's right now he's looking like he's a Portuguese Southgate. I'll be honest with you. With a little bit more titles. Because right now, to make that decision.
But didn't Southgate's team scored in the finals, though, no?
Oh, you're really taking. You know what? Let me have a drink.
Nah, but you know what? I asked you this before. What have you seen in this manager that convinces you that this is going to be the guy? Even if he gets the players.
Hear me out, Sean. Hear me out. Fuck all. Hear me out, Sean. Fuck all. Yeah. After I relax myself.
Yeah.
I am a man that stands on, I'm going to say on principle. Yeah. And I stand on sorry, a text just came in. Someone said, don't you dare try and put me on the chat with someone in the Anyway, listen. I am a man of principle, right? I mean, this is dark, Sean. This is dark, yeah. But surprisingly, it's not the darkest we can get to. So, on that, my principle. Remember, I said last time you guys asked me.
Hold on 1 second. What do you mean it's not the darkest?
Oh no, it's not the darkest. Oh, it can get lower than this. It can get lower than this, right? But let me just say, right? I said I want this guy to have a preseason. I want him to get some players in, and then I want to judge from that because I think it's unfair that the two managers that, quite frankly, as a fan base, sometimes we judge the heaviest, did not have a transition period, did not have the summer, did not have. Do you get what I mean? And the two people we judged the most, at the time, was Double R and now Amrin. But if you ask me, is there anything standing out that I go, he's all right, you know what, he showed me this. Only one thing I will say that's positive to him compared to a lot of the other managers is he got results against a traditional top 6 teams.
And that's enough for you to feel that, yeah, this is okay?
I'm a man of principle. I said I was going to give him a certain time. I'm going to give him a certain time.
My brother, you're 17th. You just had this. No, my brother. No, hold it down. No. 1 second. No, let me finish. You're 17th, my bro. Yeah? You've just handed Spurs their first trophy off your head back. Beating Spurs in the finals, not for everybody.
Trophy. Let's stop there because we now.
In how long? In how long, my bro?
First trophy in 17 years.
You see, not every team can go and beat Spurs in the final. It's not for everybody, clearly, as we've just seen. Yeah, but imagine the pain now. You've just lost. Spurs have lost 21 times this season. They've beaten you 4 times this season. My bro, this is the man that's you're gonna hand this man money.
Listen.
You want relegation. You want more. You know what? I hope there's more pain to come.
Bro, relax, bro. Jesus, even I've never said that to you, right? I've never said that to you as a Liverpool fan. That I hope there's more pain.
My brother, you've never seen my team in this array that you're in right now.
Dark times, not this dark.
Not this dark, my bro.
This dark. Not this dark.
This is
not Shadow Realm dark, but dark.
Bruv, you're in darkness right now. Total eclipse. There's no light shining.
This is what I'm saying. Based on his background,
this is a Man United fan that's from the same place as you. Deluded, my bro.
Listen, we are principled and cultured people. When we set a target, we give the man the target. I said the same thing with Ten Hag.
You know what? That's cool because I know deep down when you come off this pod, you be talking, yo, this man's got about 10 games, you know, or is
no. See that 10 game? No. Again, that 10 games occurred because Ten Hag had 2 years and 700 million. This man hasn't even he hasn't even come close to 100 million, right? And he hasn't had preseason, and he hasn't had he hasn't had the time to really plan. I'm going to just give him. Hear me out. Here's what I'm going to say before we let people in. Yeah. If Man United sack him, and if people want him out, I'm not going to argue with you. You have your right to say that. You have your right to say that. I'm not arguing with you.
So if he gets his players and it don't work out,
get rid of him. Get rid of him. This is done.
All right. So let me ask you one more question before you let everybody else in and before you finish as well. Yeah. What do you expect for next season?
Inside the overall target.
Overall target. Top 10
top 6. Top 6.
Top what?
Top 6.
From 17th to
top 6. And here's why. Here's why I'm going to say it. Yeah. Like I said, we have a good record we have a decent record against the traditional top 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the biggest issues we've had since he's come here, and also the issue Ten Hag had, so I'm not going to even, is we've never had good strike force. We've never had a good strike force. Let's just call it as it is. From last season, I was saying Højlund wasn't good enough. By the way, I'm not necessarily saying the lap is going to be a success, but he's going to offer more than what Højlund's doing.
Well, I thought
I'm not saying that Cunha. Hold on, I'm not going to say that Cunha is going to be a guaranteed success. But if these two players, when they come, can give us 15 goals each, which is possible because the lap got 13 now, and Cunha got 12. Or 13 or 14 now. If they can match that, already we're in a better place. Because again, this final
probably up to 12. Yeah, go on.
Right? This final, yeah. Shut the fuck up, bro. I will give out whatever. Fuck off. Anyway, right? Because this final, even this final, technically speaking, our defense did well. We reduced them to 23, 26, but having a lucky season, I can see it already. I just realized who put that comment, and I realized I can just shut my brain off. I don't need to worry about it. Anyway, right? This final, we actually did well defensively, but we couldn't create or do anything going forward. That was partly Tottenham's tactics, but partly the biggest problem we've had for all season, 2 years, 3 years even. Right? So, by the looks of it, the summer, it looks like they're trying to fix the front end. They can fix the front end and get us more goals. I actually think we can climb up the table. But again, I'm going off the experience of the manager outside of United because this is not the first time he's dealt with a team with no budget and had to promote a lot of young players and get them playing well. But
no, behave yourself. No.
What?
You see, now you're talking West now. Because
at the end of the day, you know Amorim's history?
Bruv, you're going from the Portuguese team to the Premiership. This is not the same thing.
Hey, hold on a second. When I said the same thing about your manager in the preseason, I said he's going to be good, he's going to able to work with a budget. You didn't know. I did. And look at what he's got you.
My manager is not the same as that manager. And I tell you what,
actually, no, you're right. Amrin's won more than him. You're right. Amrin's won more than him. Amrin's got more goals out of his team. Amrin's conceded less goals. You're right. He's not the same. Amrin's meant to be better.
He's showing it. He's showing it. He's showing it. Yeah, I love that. Go on.
I know where you're going to go next. So let me try that. Let me get one of these.
Bro, you're showing it. Go on.
Equally, Ten Hag was meant to be better than this guy too. So we'll see. But for me to say that I'm going off his history, I'm allowed to do that because when I called it for any other managers from European clubs, I mostly got it right.
No,
Glasner's the only one that I didn't remember much about, but Kudo called him out.
You haven't done it a lot, so don't say any others. You haven't done it a lot. You don't do that.
What are you talking about?
Don't do that. But you know what?
Whatever. I'm not arguing today. Today is a reflection and juice.
Yeah,
and let the people talk. In fact, let the people talk.
No, you need to juice. But you know what? Before you go on, you see, let me just divert to my club. Whoever decided to not go with Amman and to go with Arnie Slot, I take my hats off. I didn't want that trash in my club because look at this.
Shut up! You didn't even know who Amrin was, bro. Shut up, bro.
What you mean?
You knew who Amrin. So let me get this straight. You knew who Amrin was, but you didn't know who Slot was.
Yeah, because you know why I knew who Amron was? Because remember, I got friends that are sporting supporters. That's why I know. Do you understand? I know people that support Sporting, so I was always aware of him. I don't know any players that watch the Dutch league or anything like that. You're the only man that supports every other team from every other league.
Whoa!
So I don't know.
No, I like football. It's as simple as that. I'll tell you.
Bruv, don't you support a team from that Dutch league as well?
Yeah. All right, guys, the link is in the chat.
Do you know what? Whoever read that, yeah. Bruv, did you see what happened to your team yesterday? But relax, bruv. I imagine you made the team with the cock sitting on the ball, bruv. You behave yourself. You get out of here, bruv. You better You don't need to bite back. He was just you don't need to bite back. Why are you touching for, bro? I'm just addressing.
What are you touching for, bro?
I'm addressing the people them. Yeah. I'm addressing the people them. Yeah.
All right.
Without further ado.
No, wait. I'm starting my timer, bro. 1 second. Let me just put this timer up because
bro, shut up, bro. Hey, VH, welcome.
Yo, man. Yo.
Why you sound so down, my bro? Energy.
There's no energy, bro. Do you not see yesterday, bro?
Yeah, I told you I was supporting Spurs, but yeah, go on, talk to us. Tell me about yesterday, bro.
I mean, first of all I can say is Big Ange, innit? He schooled him, bro. He schooled that little waste man, innit? Like, bro, that waste man fought. Listen, let me tell you something. Amram should have expected a high line, yeah? He should have, let's be real, I was expecting a high line. So what do? You play threats in behind. You play your Garnachos. You play people who can get in them channels, right? Because Hoyland can't do nothing. Hoyland can't do it. Obviously, I like Mount, innit? But in that game, I can't lie, I would have started Garnacho. Bro, in behind, we have no threat, bro. That's what I'm saying. Even Rashford, he would have been a good threat in behind. So this is what I'm not hearing Amorim say this, I ain't got the players to do it.
Hold on 1 second. I see Abs is rolling his eyes. So you telling me you'd rather have Hoyland there than Rashford? Abs. Up front, right? Hold on a second. Abs answer this question. You'd rather have Hoyland there than Rashford?
Can I just say, yeah?
This is yes or no.
No. We're not just doing yes or no.
No. It's yes or no. Because then remember, you put a time limit on VH. So I just wanted to know.
No, don't worry. I paused it.
Right, cool.
Yeah. So let's get this right. We have had Rashford for what? Over 8 seasons. Every time he's played up front for a majority of games, we've always returned him to the left because he can't do it. So what makes you think he's gonna magically do it now in this game?
So where could you move Hoyland to if you move Rashford to the left?
Needs to get the fuck off the pitch.
So then would you rather have Rashford there
for a long time?
But would you rather have Rashford
have another striker to replace him with?
Can I say something though?
Okay, hold on. Let me mute myself and you go.
The difference between Hoyland and Rashford is that, to be honest, Haaland will actually press. Rashford wouldn't track like that. That's the only difference in it. But what I'm saying is, if that is the Haaland works hard in it, but apart from that, he don't offer nothing to the team. Rashford, he won't press like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So it won't work up front for Rashford. This ain't his team to be doing that. I can't lie.
I tell you what, I'd rather have Rashford there than Haaland. Even if Rashford goes over from out the left,
Okay,
whatever. At least with Rashford, you're guaranteed to get a shot let off on target, innit?
Yeah, but but you're guaranteed that, but you're not guaranteed tracking back, you're not guaranteed hard work, you're not guaranteed none of that. Do you know what I'm saying? I've seen plenty of times, yeah, even against Spurs this season where Van der Ven had the ball, Rashford was playing up front, Van der Ven dribbled past Rashford and literally got into our own box, and that was literally Spurs as well. Yeah, it was Van der Ven, yeah. That was against Spurs and they scored from that. Brendan Johnson as well.
First time we played each other at Old Trafford, Van der Ven picked up the ball, ran past Rashford, who didn't try. Bruno, who couldn't catch him. Ugarte, who's never played, I think he's barely played at that point. Went all the way to the bar line and crossed it for guess who?
Brendan Johnson, the fucking waste man.
Brendan fucking Johnson. Well, anyway,
do you want to know something else? Do you want to know something though? Like, mad, like, true say.
Yeah.
Amram don't deserve money, bro. I can tell you why though. Hear me out. I got a point. I've got a point, bro. Honestly. Cool. If you do, okay, I got a question to you, Abs. All right. How many? If it doesn't work,
why is your point a question to me? Say your point and then ask me a question.
No,
but he's asking you a question.
Shut up, Sean. Shut up.
Listen.
Shut up. Say your points, then ask me a question.
Say your question, bro.
No. Abs, this is gonna be yes or no from me, yeah. So okay, we give Amram his signings, we give him his players, yeah. Cool. Everything. We give him probably the best. We give him probably one of the best transfer windows he's ever had, hypothetically, okay? That's fine. Fair enough, yeah? Cool. Mm-hmm. He doesn't perform. We're in a relegation battle. He gets sacked. So then the new manager comes in. The new manager's having what? He's not having good results. Oh, we give the new manager 500 million to make it work. That's not how football works. That's not how football works. You have to make use of what you got as well. Come on, guys. You cannot every manager.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, come on.
Man United in the last 13 seasons have spent £2 billion. 2 billion almost on players.
Yeah.
Why is it now that all of a sudden we've turned to accountants and say, no, we can't give this manager support? Every single manager except for 2. And even Moisey didn't get to spend that much either, but then he come from a championship winning team, so they probably didn't think he needed to spend that much.
Championship winning team, what, Everton?
No, as in we won the Premier League and he took over, so he still had the same players.
Okay,
Ferdinand, you know what I mean? So probably they thought, he only needs a little bit of a tweak to get these guys to win again. So why is it now? I mean, Jesus Christ. Thank you, Tottenham fan. Ange, who's lost 21 games, has spent 325 million.
And he's got a trophy now.
He's got a trophy at the end of it. This is Amrin's first 5 months. No real support. No real time to bed his idea in. He's forcefully playing the 3-4-3 because he said, I'm not changing because we have to go through pain now or pain later.
But hold on, you said I hear what you're saying. He hasn't had a lot of time, but you think the players would have picked up by now? What
should 100%, 100% they should have picked up.
Because usually when these players come in, when these managers come in, there's usually a bounce in it, and you usually see what they're trying to implement. I don't see it. I just don't. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve money.
I've been fair. I said I'm not arguing with anyone's points. If you're going on the negative, I completely understand. I understand what you're seeing. But here's my point about why we talk about time so much.
Yeah.
When you're playing twice a week in multiple competitions, you play game on whatever game it is, Sunday, for instance, yeah? The next day and a half, the players are not training. It's the day off. So if you're playing on Sunday, Monday is off, half of Tuesday is off, then you come back and do it's training +1 or training -1, depending on how long ago is from the game, right? So by the time you get into serious training is Wednesday, guess what? Thursday you're playing again. Then again, Friday you're off. Half of Saturday you train, Sunday you're playing again. That is not enough time to train people into a completely new system. And people like to mention other managers because you've done it, right? Everyone likes to mention Glasner, for instance. Well, last season, fair enough, he lost players, but last season he had the same Crystal Palace team. Pretty much the same Crystal Palace team. They sold players, not like added on new players. So he's worked with the same core players for a season And second season, he's getting results.
But ain't this the same team that won the FA Cup?
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Second season is getting results. You saying he won the FA Cup doesn't. We won the FA Cup too, but second season.
No, but I'm talking about your team. Is it not the same team that won the FA Cup?
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. But our team.
Yeah.
But you saw how we won the FA Cup. Completely different to how we're playing now. It's a whole change of philosophy, formations, and we know these players. Let's be honest about it. We already know that these players weren't good at 4-3-3, weren't good at 4-2-3-1. They weren't good at football. The last formation, which was 4-2-2-2-2. They weren't good at that either.
They're not good at football.
They're going to be magically good at then?
Nothing. Can I say something? Can I say something? Going off your point, by the way, you made a good point.
2 minutes, by the way. I paused it, so
you made a good. You made a very good point. Klopp's first season, he joined, I think, midway. He lost the European final as well, Europa League final, right? He lost that. Yeah. It's I'm not trying to obviously paper over cracks, but it's a benefit. He's got more time on the training pitch now. If you think about it hypothetically, and Abs from 17th to top 6, bro, I'll be happy with top 15, bro. I don't know where you got that jump from, bro. We cannot. I don't think we can accumulate that many points.
But
it's possible.
You know what you just done there when you said Klopp, don't do that again, bro. We didn't finish 17th. Don't do that. But go on.
I know, but still, like I'm just I'm just saying we have more time on the training pitch. You get what I'm saying? And also, I'm in your south. Do you wanna know something? That's vexed me out. This Abs, I'm thank you to you, by the way. Yeah, I'm in your south now. I'll actually say thank you to you. First of all, the shortlist was Thomas Tuchel, right? And this was Fabrizio Romano saying he was the main priority, right?
Yep.
How do you go from an experienced serial winner? Not Amorim is one thing as well, right? How are you going from a Champions League winner to Ruben Amorim, Portuguese league? Sorry, but what?
See, now, if we want to have in fact, I'm pausing your time again. If we want to have a frank discussion about this season, right? From the FA Cup final, Ineos played two sides of the coin. They said we're supporting Ten Hag while interviewing all the other managers in secret, which obviously eventually came out. You had Tuchel, but whatever you said to him, and he wanted to come to United, whatever you said to him, he went, huh? And I think it's to do with transfer control. Because remember, Amorim is a head coach, not a manager. Those two things they're really different. Everyone thinks they're the same. They're not. Head coach means you're only working with a team. You might have a say in transfers, but everything outside of coaching the team in a training pitch, you have no control over. Pre-season, you have no control over. Transfers, you have no control over. Contracts, you have no control over. You might say something to say, hey, don't give this guy a new contract, but the decision can be made above him. Tuchel will never work in a situation like that. He hated PSG when everyone was getting involved, right?
Yeah,
they're not going to be dumb enough to say they don't. Come on, man. Again, if you've ever been in football, you know the difference between manager and head coach, bro.
I don't think.
What are you clapping liars for? You're clapping liars for. Anyway, so I think one of the most important thing is that. But then what bothers me the most is that just like Liverpool, you tell Amorim. Liverpool also spoke to Amorim, and the first thing they said is, the team we have, you can't play 3-4-3. Guess who else said that to him? Man United. So why the fuck did you bring him in the first place? Yeah, then when he said, I don't want to come now, I'll come at the end of the season, because like I'm saying, he wants us pre-season to work with the team and get in the new thing. They go, no, you either come now or you don't come ever.
Fingers right. I don't
trust this point. He's already gone to England. He's gone right. I'm not doing that anyway. So I don't know who else they looked at. Oh, Southgate. Sorry, Southgate. Hence why that other guy got sacked. But even Southgate plays 3 at the back or 5 at the back, whichever way you want to see it. So we're forced. We're always going to change our style one way or another. But yeah, go on, Vic. Sorry.
I'll be real. Tuchel's talent ID is suspect. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like he's been shopping in that Bundesliga. He bought Kai Havertz. He's bought Timo Werner. He's bought a couple of doo-doo players. I won't lie to you, but he got them that Champions League win, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So he got the best out of these type of players. I would have trusted Tuchel, man. I don't know how we ended up like that, man. Do you know what I think? I'm gonna, to be honest, I'm Ramon in it, but I'm not gonna be an idiot in it. I'm gonna give him time. I'm gonna back him in it. I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna give him the time, and if it don't work, I'm sorry, but we need to go. We need to do it, man.
We'll press the button. I have no
Yeah.
problem pressing the button. I just think, like, I'm
But-
sitting here going through our history and going, right, so we're gonna sack this guy. Everyone wants the guy gone in 5 months. If you bring another manager, you're gonna have to give him a budget. Guess what? Guess what Amarin's budget is according to the information right now? 100 million, unless we sell.
Yeah, but what do you expect? You got no Champions League money coming in.
Well, again, it's not Amarin's fault about the Champions League money. I get that, but why are Man United, the second highest revenue club in the world, why are they one season they miss out, don't have more than 100 million to spend? But the owners of me fucking.
It's because half of that money is going paying over the debts. That's why.
Oh, and by the way, just to answer this, Ten Hag was hired as a manager.
There's a difference between a manager and head coach.
Manager, not head coach. Liars in the camp every time, bro. Anyway, VH, go on. Finish. Last point. Strong point.
When Amarin was announced as United manager, it said, "Welcome to United as a head coach." It literally said head coach right there. This guy's got no say. He has got no say. Nothing.
Boo, head coach, manager, whatever, bruv.
It's not the same thing, bro. It's not the same thing.
Good, though. It's not looking good over there, bruv.
No,
yeah, and this is why proper managers, they want the manager role, innit? You look at Pep's a manager. You look at Tuchel's a manager. You look at Hansi Flick's a manager. These guys aren't head coaches. They're not wusses. They're not no B-Tech managers. These guys are serial winners.
So what do you say? Your manager's B-Tech?
He's a waste man, bro. If I catch him on site, it's a wrap for him anyways.
Yeah, he always finishes wrong, bro. What's wrong with this guy?
Big up VH.
Yo, bro. Big up VH, man. Big up VH. I thought I was going to go in a completely wrong direction. That was actually sensible of it. VH, be like that more often, man. Good conversation. All right. Let's quickly go to some of these comments. We owe 89 million on transfers. Guys, that's a normal thing. Every transfer is paid on tick. So that budget would have been in this year, not next year. So I don't even know why Sir Jim said it out. Every single football economist has already said he's chatting shit. Another guy,
you know, maybe he's saying it because he don't want to spend nothing this season.
He don't want to spend, bro. I mean,
well, he saved money on the barbecue.
Hold on, one second. I was just about to get that picture up now because I wanted this as a thumbnail. Certain man was unavailable to do thumbnail, so let me just quickly save this. Sean, if you want to say something before I add Riri in, go ahead.
Nice. You know what? Big up Spurs. Listen, yeah, I'm happy for Spurs. I'm happy Spurs done it. Go on.
I was hoping you say something a little bit more sensible than that, but
that was sensible. Look, North London have stood up.
That's nasty work because I know you're attacking someone else.
What?
I know you're attacking someone else. All right, let me just quickly present this picture because this picture is freaking hilarious to me, man. Let me try. Do you know what? Yeah, I would love to somehow just keep this. You know what? We're keeping it there. Screw it. We're keeping it there. I'm gonna add Riri in. I don't mind being I've had my moment. You're just here to laugh anyway at us, right? But that picture's staying there. Can I make it smaller or anything like that? It's massive, isn't it? That's
no, it needs to be. It needs to be. Yeah, it needs to be.
Stay there. It's staying there.
Yeah.
Yes, my bro. I wanted this as a thumbnail, guys. This is us. I'm a bit lost. Why is he adding water to
put in the fire, right? Isn't it? You stupid boy. Are you a stupid boy?
You must take the meat off first, didn't it, bro? What's wrong with him? What waste the meat for, bro?
But just
hey,
like
pause.
you.
Wait,
head
whoa,
gone.
whoa.
Yeah, you're moving mad. Head gone. You're moving wild.
All right, let's get Riri. Riri, welcome to the show.
Big up, abs. Big up. It's Sean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good evening, gents, because I know it's nighttime over there.
Yeah, good evening, Riri.
Good evening. Good evening.
Going on?
I don't even know where to start.
Bro, I feel like this is the longest post-mortem I've been a part of. I work in the healthcare facility, bro, and bro, I don't know, man. This is long. This is really long, bro.
I'm gonna give you a heads up,
bro.
Right?
This autopsy is a serious autopsy, bro. Like I don't.
I'm going to give you a heads up, yeah. Knowing what the UK media is like, this is not even started.
No. I know. That's what I'm saying. This is a serious autopsy, man. Like it's, various diagnoses for death and stuff is going around, thrown around. I don't know. I don't.
You know what I'll say as well, right? I know people are bored of listening to United, like to the point where TalkSport created their own channel for just United topics. That's how much they were saying out. So they get double hits on views. Their main channel when they do the live and stuff.
Listen, people will always try to profit off of us because we're a talking point. You know what I mean? Regardless of what it is. No, of course, Sean. Like whether it's bad, whether it's good, we're always a talking point. The media is always involved in Manchester United. They even cook up stories just to get the clickbait and all of that. You know what I mean? So it's always gonna be a thing. Like I'm not worried about that. What I am worried about is the Glazers and Ineos, because Abs, you and I have had conversations offline. I can't say what I want to say online because
trust me, don't say it.
It's your stream.
Don't say it.
Don't say it. So yeah, but
I will give you a hint though. Just so everyone knows, we talked mainly about greed.
Yeah,
greed being the important topic.
Yeah. That's what the topic is, and just the prominent people in history where greed is concerned. If and I'm sure the educated people can read between the lines where that is concerned. But yes, so yesterday, he got it wrong. He got it as wrong as he could possibly get it wrong. He really did. I think he overanalyzed it. And he got it wrong. My thing is always, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And he tried to fix something that wasn't broken.
So you talk about the team selection here?
Yeah. The team selection, definitely.
Right. So that's the first bit he got wrong. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, first thing he got wrong.
Yeah.
Second thing he got wrong is he waited too long for his substitution.
I even forgot to mention that. Yes.
Second thing,
100%.
Off the bat, waited too long for your substitutions. There's a couple of men that shouldn't have come back out halftime.
Hey, say that again.
I said there's a couple of men that shouldn't have come back out halftime.
Yeah.
And I'm not even saying come back out on the pitch. I'm saying come back out, period, bro.
Yes.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, right? I knew we were in big trouble when Ange made the first substitution.
Yeah, I said it too. When I was on Bots's channel and I was calling for it. Abs, and I'm on Bots's. I'm like, yo, what is this man doing? Boom! Tottenham man up on the sideline. I was like, yo, raw. I'm substituting before this man. Yo, I was done after that. I was like, we're not winning this. I said it. I said, we're not winning this.
So while I was watching, right? Obviously, being UK commentators, these guys were not letting go of the fact Amrin had not made a sub from basically 50 minutes. They were like, surely he's got to make a sub now. He didn't make it at halftime. Then Amrin sent out 4 players to warm up, right? And it's the way they just kept going on about it. They said, wow, even Spurs is making us. And they just kept going. And then when Amrin finally decided to make a sub, they were like, Well, it's a bit late, but yeah, he's finally making a. I said, oh my God.
Yeah.
All of us were thinking the same
Making
thing.
subs at the 70th minute, and you're bringing in a player for me is an impact player coming off the bench in Garnacho. Garnacho should have been on that pitch since the 60th minute or even earlier, especially if you're chasing a game. He's gonna run at men. Whether or not he scores, he's gonna cause problems. Because he's gonna run at men, and that then forces them to either double him, which leaves somebody else free,
or foul him.
Or foul him. So yeah, he got it so wrong yesterday. Like, that's the first time since he's gotten here, and even with all the stuff that we've gone through since he's gotten here, that's the first time I literally cursed him, bro. Like, cursed him. Like,
and you have to also say, right, that sometimes it's the little off the ball things and the little tactics that managers will encourage that helps. Like having Richarlison on the pitch slowed down everything United wanted to do. He was fouling, he was kicking the ball away, he was laying on the ball.
He's a scumbag. I'm a Brazil fan. Brazil is my team. Bro, when I tell you my dislike for Richarlison, bro, is deep. I don't even want to see him on the Brazil team, bro.
Yeah.
That's how deep my dislike for that brethren is, bro. He's a dirty. He doesn't play as a Brazil player. He doesn't play the game like a Brazil player plays the game. He's just
he plays like, normally Brazilians, they have loads of flair attackers and the fullbacks are flary as well.
Mm-hmm.
The players that play like him were always the defensive mids or the centre backs. Because they're the ones that traditionally will go and kick everyone, then just release the ball quickly to like Ronaldinho, go make magic. I've got you. You know what I mean? Lucio could play football, but it's the same thing.
Bro, and he can't, that dropping himself down on the ground, you barely touch him. He reminds me of LeBron. Like, that shit, when I tell you it's annoying.
Mad. It's mad. LeBron got just straight. But yes, I know LeBron's very good at that, drawing fouls. Absolutely drawing fouls as a important player. But
it worked.
Yes, it worked. But what annoyed me is how many of them were doing it. Because what they would do is make sure it wasn't the same player twice in a row.
Yeah. But moving forward, because I'm that kind of person. I don't dwell on stuff that I can't change, and can't change yesterday. It happened. And I'm not gonna be in a very negative energy space for too long.
Since you're here, you're a sensible person, right? And I forgot to talk about it. So let's.
And hopefully I'm not flip-flopping here, Abs. If I start flip-flopping, please let me know.
Ignore the lions in the camp, man, and ignore the lions in the camp. Let me ask you a question, right? Me and Sean will talk about possible sales or what I think should happen afterwards, and then we can log off from that point. But what I'm going to ask you, right? Garnacho. I'm going to start a little monologue about him. My biggest problem with this guy, he's a young player, he's 20, loads of potential. I don't know how high he can be. What I can say is he's never going to be as high as he wants to be, which is Cristiano Ronaldo level. Because what he doesn't understand is these things, it's like 1 in a million. No, it's football. 1 in 10 million. You get players like that.
Right.
Yamal, that's coming through.
Yamal is this generation, definitely.
He looks like he's going to be that person, but think about all the good players that have come out before Yamal came out.
Yeah, of course.
Garnacho is one of them. My personal problem is while his ego is big and he's very selfish as well, I don't understand. Does he realize that he doesn't deliver as much as he talks? And bear in mind, I wanted him to start.
20 abs. I know you and I have talked about kids, right? And we've had discussion about the youths of today, bro. The way they see the world and the way they see things and the way they see how they do things, very different from us. Like very different. So to answer that question, I think he in his head he thinks, yeah, he's given 100.
Do you know what I would say on that there is, if I'm Garnacho and I'm looking at Højlund starting every game and he ain't doing nothing. He ain't running at no one. You're better off playing Garnacho than you are to play Højlund. You understand? I'd rather play with no striker. If I'm honest.
That's fair. I've been calling for a false nine since.
Do you understand?
Since
so
March.
When
I've been calling since March. I've been saying we might as well start playing a false nine. I think we do a lot better with a false nine than we do with Holland.
Do you hear what she's saying?
Rasmus's confidence has been shot since like February. It's been gone. I said it. I've said it on a couple of streams. I've been on streams with Abs where I've said it.
Yeah. To be fair, if we look at the 2 cups we won, yes, they're a different manager, but technically both games we didn't play with a proper striker. The first game, the Carling Cup, we had Weghorst. Weghorst was not a striker. We all knew that he barely scored. He scored one in the end, right? We all knew every time Weghorst started, he ran into the middle to join up with the game. Something like Xerxes would do. And then the other one, against Man City, Bruno was the false 9. So maybe he should have thought about doing if he was going to make a change, if there was any change you were going to make in a final, that was the only change you had to make.
Yeah, hands down. For sure. Definitely. But where Garnacho is concerned, and this whole media storm behind him and Amorim and the back and forth. So I don't think Garnacho's response was to what Amorim said. I don't think so. I could be wrong. Because the way the interview with Amorim and the way the interview with Garnacho, the timeline, that it doesn't line up, for Garnacho to know what he said in the interview.
So from my understanding, Riri, Garnacho said that before Amorim's interview, and then someone asked Amorim about it.
Oh.
Which is why he responded by saying, Did he not miss the key chance in the semi-final?
That's like the whole situation with him and Rashford then. Because in his head, you're like, you're out there talking to the media and you're basically saying you don't agree with my way of coaching or my decisions. So but what Amorim said, for me, what Garnacho said wasn't wrong based on just yesterday, right? Because we all agree he should have come on earlier, right? We all agree. So what he said wasn't wrong. Timing. What Amorim said wasn't wrong either, because Garnacho missed that sitter. Like he had the shot, he missed it. So both things can be true, but at this point now, Garnacho has had issues in the past, and his brother causing issues for him in the past.
Yep.
This is not gonna look good for him where the organization is concerned.
All right, Riri, thank you so much.
No, of course. Thanks for having me on.
Want to finish on?
Huh?
Is there one point you want to finish off? One last message.
If you're gonna ask for a rebuild, and this is for the fan base, if you're going to ask for a rebuild, when everybody keeps saying Ragnick said open heart surgery, I don't think people realize what open heart surgery is. They crack your chest, they fix your arteries, they sew up back your chest, and your recovery is about 1.5 years to 2 years to get back to where you need to be.
Good clap. Yeah.
So just keep that in mind, and in the clinical sense, because I had a homeboy of mine, 46 years old. They had to crack his chest for open heart surgery because his arteries were blocked. And to this day, and he was a gym rat. When I tell you a gym rat, and to this day, there's certain things he used to lift in the gym, he can't anymore. So just for the analogy, if you want open heart surgery in the football sense, you have to know you're gonna have to wait for it to. If you're gonna clean it out, it's gonna take a time to get back to where you want it to be. It ain't gonna happen overnight.
All right. Last question for you. So Amran in or out?
Bro, look, you want to bring up my.
All I need to know is it in or out.
My display picture says it all.
Look at the picture.
But that's a picture of him there smiling. There was no smiling yesterday. Sorry.
Bro, who was smiling yesterday, Brethren? Except for the Ops. Only Ops was smiling yesterday, bro.
I was smiling yesterday. Okay.
Riri, thank you very much for coming on, but ignore this Liverpool fan.
Anytime, man. Anytime. Thanks for having me.
See you later, Riri.
Have a good night, man.
You too.
All right. You know, for a split second, I thought Mark N was going to come here. I'm kind of glad he didn't. Still, I'm going to remove this.
Yeah, please.
I want to go a little segment, just a little segment. I want to see if I can get this squad list out quickly.
Do you know what? You see, we didn't talk enough about Spurs, yeah? That save by Van der Ven.
Oh.
Go.
But you know what's annoying as well? I also think again, right?
Mm-hmm.
For defender, but then again, it's Luke Shaw. I mean, I'm even happy he left the floor when he tried to jump. So, I mean, little victories, I guess. It was Luke Shaw that done the header.
No, I thought it was Hoyland.
Oh, sorry, you're talking about the clearance from the centre back. No, I'm talking about the save from the goalkeeper, Vicario, afterwards. I don't know if you don't remember that one. Luke Shaw headed it.
Yeah, I do remember, but I'm talking about the goal line.
No, you're right. Van der Ven doing his job because he also realizes that he's. By the way, but do you know what? Thank you for bringing that up because that's something that. Don't get me wrong. You never know when Onana's going to make a mistake, right?
Yeah.
But look how ready Van der Ven was for the possibility of Vicario making mistakes. Because Vicario makes mistakes as well. Look how ready he was. He saw that man come out and said, you know what? Let me just head in that direction, just in case. Right? And I know he's quick as well. So maybe he read it, then ran, and then managed to save it. But that being aware that your goalkeeper can make a mistake, I have no idea why after 2 seasons, it seems our defenders haven't clocked that for Onana yet.
Yeah, but the thing is, sometimes you can't help it, bro. Sometimes that ball, you've seen some of the mistakes he's made.
No. Do you know which one annoys me the most? I think it's the Crystal Palace one at home when he hit the crossbar. And not one Man United player gave a Scooby about the rebound. Not one gave a Scooby about the rebound. And I just remember thinking, have you guys not learned that this guy makes mistakes? You have to just run in. Sometimes you just have to run in. Just pray for the most. Again, I'm not even gonna lie. Look, credit all the credit goes to Spurs on that game because, quite frankly, they did what they had to do, and I cannot begrudge them anything. I can't begrudge them anything because they even, I was going to say, if I had said it the way I was thinking about saying it, that would have just come out completely wrong. But basically, they hoodwinked us a little bit because all season, this is, as you said, you gave him credit for it. All season, we've seen them play high-line football, high-line till you die.
Yeah, because even with his 2 centre-backs gone, the main centre-backs, he still played that high line.
Yeah, even last season, was it last season or earlier this season? I think it was both. When he didn't have both, he said, nah, we dying on this, right? But in the final, he went, hold on 1 second. We don't need a second goal to win this game. We just need one. And in my head, I think he learned from. I think it was the Carling, it was a Carabao Cup. I don't know which one they knocked us out of when they were winning comfortably and we came back because they kept playing their stupid damn high line and we got some goals. So yeah, I think he hoodwinked us. I think that's the nicest way of putting it. Now, what I want to share here, I'm not doing everything official. So let me remove that completely. Then let me share this screen.
Do you think Spurs will still sack him?
Bro, I would not be surprised. I tell you what, I would not be surprised that Spurs will take the money and go, yeah, you won us that, and you go us the Champions League, but your performance in the league weren't good enough. Go. But I'm also saying, if Spurs sack him, right, I will be shocked to see Amorim stay at the same time. Because how could you keep Amorim if even they sack their manager, right? So I mean, I'm more interested in how the summer is going to plan out. Do I trust Ineos to do the right thing? Absolutely not. But I think they're going to pump fake a little bit, and that might help. Now, why have I got the squad list here? It's going to be really quick. Right, I'm going to put, if we're not done in 10 minutes, we'll carry this on for another show, right? In a situation like this, where the money is really low, almost damn near, the way Sir Jim said it, is like cash struck, which is leading to administration and all the rest. One of the things that I'm positive about, I'm an open book about, is the fact that we don't have any money. So these players that we've been trying to get rid of all this time, right? The Luke Shaws, the Rashfords, they have to go because we can't afford them. We got the third highest wages in the UK and top 5 in Europe. And we're not even in Champions League or Europa League next season.
You see what you're saying?
There's absolutely no chance of us winning the league next year.
Yeah, but you could have a good summer.
Well, this is what I was going to talk about really quickly. Like I said, if we've got time, right?
Hold on, before you go on, yeah?
Yeah.
You see when you're putting up the list of these players, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
A majority of them, no one is going to really want. Or if they do want, they're going to take out some cut price deal, bro.
Yes, and that's exactly what I was aiming towards. This is sale time. This is Man United summer sale. In my opinion, this is what should happen.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not even going to talk about money today. Like, we can go in, I think, when we do the transfer market details for next season, I think we should go into details for every club that's prevalent on this channel, right? And I need you, sir, to remove your Man United hate for one moment.
Who? Me?
Yeah, you.
Bruv, hold on. Let's get this one for sure. I don't hate you. Remember, look, yesterday night, what happened? You called me. You was wondering why I didn't call you. What did I say to you? The reason why I didn't call you because it's bullying. That's why I didn't call you.
Hey guys, don't listen to this shit. Don't listen to this shit. I've known this guy for over 20 years. Don't listen to this shit. Sometimes he likes to go indirect with his rudeness. I'm sure you noticed in all the shows. I did call him because I was surprised. I was walking around. Maybe I won't say that part out loud. Yeah, I was surprised still that no one, my United fans, no one called me on the mains to laugh at us losing. I think that's the most embarrassing thing. No one took joy in us losing.
You had to call me. You called me. I didn't call you.
Yeah, I called him to go away. I don't get it. You ain't text. You ain't called. What's going on? Right? So yeah, I was surprised.
What was my answer?
I thought my phone wasn't working.
Yeah, but what was my answer to you when you asked me?
Yeah, you said what you said. Anyway, let's go through this real quick. 6 minutes left. Yeah, you said what you said. I'm disgusted. All right, quickly. quickly. Yeah. I'm going to say who I think. Bro, I they developed my line. Bear guys was calling me. Had to turn off the phone. Okay, they went for you, bro. Yeah, see, you've been dishing out smoke, too much smoke. They said, no, we give it back. I'm just gonna play a really quick keep or sell, right? And I think people might be shocked about what I'm going to do. So Ahmad is a keep for me. Bruno, sorry, Bruno. I prefer to keep him, but he's probably our most valuable player. And from what I'm guessing, Saudi are about to offer 95 mil for him. So sell. Garnacho, I don't even need to answer this. Brother, you need to go. You have more ego. You have the same amount of ego as Rashford, and even he, for me, ain't it? So
hey, stop dissecting. Hurry up and get through this, bro.
See, to make sure that's straight. Dogu's just staying out of just half a season, so you can stay.
So
no. Oh, nada. I will personally drive you to the airport. You let me know when you're ready to leave. I'll take you to the airport. Haven stays, obviously. I don't even know why he didn't play ahead of Luke Shaw, but that's another thing. Chido Obi, yes, he stays. Rasmus, I'll get on the plane with you.
For what?
You let me know when you are going. I'll fly you to the club. Personally, I'll sit beside you, big man. I'll sit beside you and tell you what you need to do to improve and never come back to this club. Mount, you can fuck off as well. You can fuck right off. There is a name that I'm going to be very passionate about. It's coming. Menu, yeah, go on, stay. Euro, probably our man of the match yesterday. Xerxes, I might just keep him for one season. Casemiro, I'm sorry, sir. It's time. You've done well. Great career. Maguire, surprisingly, I'm keeping you. Three in the back works for you. Garte, I'm keeping you. Amas, young player, I'm keeping you. Bayern dear. I have to keep you because Ronaldo's gone, but we're getting a new keeper. Because, I don't. Nah. I don't think you're it.
Come on, keep it moving. Let's go.
Yes, I'm keeping you. Luke fucking Shaw. Sir. Not only will I drive you to wherever club you're going to, not only would I get on the plane to wherever club you're going to, I'll make sure I have a KFC bucket, the biggest one, for you to comfort eat on your way out. And just as you're finishing the last bite, here's a Burger King meal, the best of the best. Double Whopper, cheese, extra large fucking chips, 2 drinks, right? All yours, mate. Out of my own pocket on your way out. Luke Shaw, fuck off with a passion. Let me say it again. Fuck off. Yeah? Cool. Anyway. And a milk. Damn right. And a Krispy Kreme box as well of 12-pack, bruv. The low. Bye-bye. And I've had enough of you. You're remnants of when we were failing, right? Young guy, Maz keeping, yes. Fredrickson, I think you're being sold anyway. Conte, young guy keeping. Martinez, yes. Never fit for the season when we need you. Sell. You're the new Luke Shaw. Collier, yeah, go on, mate. You can stay. Christian Eriksen, your contract's done. You're leaving. Victor Lindelof, your contract's gone. You're leaving. Tom Houghton, your contract's done. You're leaving. Evans, your contract's done. You're leaving. All these other guys, sorry, you're still under 23s. We just keep you around. Maybe think can do something with you. Right. Out of the sell list, Sean. Quickly. Yeah. How much value do you think they'll have? Let's go. Bruno, tell me your value. Summer sell, by the way. Actually, Bruno's a bit of a difficult one because we're already getting offered 80 for him at the moment.
I was gonna say about 80, 75.
80. Yep, 75, 80. Garnacho.
I would say you'll get about 40 million, you know. I don't know why, but I think Chelsea or someone will offer that for him.
You think you can't get a little bit cheekily higher?
No.
Damn. Okay.
No.
Oh, no.
No. Free transfer.
That's be real, bro. Someone will buy him.
Who's gonna buy him, my bro?
Listen,
15 mil. I've seen too many mistakes. 15 mil. You're lucky even if you get that.
Another's 15. This guy's gonna be worse. Spoiler.
$750K. Nah. Yeah.
He's 20. He's 22. Can still improve.
22.
But he'll be good in the Italian league now because of physicality.
About 27 million.
27. Okay.
Mount. 35, if that. And I'm being kind.
Yeah, I think you are being kind on that one. Casemiro, you can only go Saudi.
10
so
10 million.
10 million. Mm-hmm. I can agree. You know what? Sorry. How much, sure? I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'd say 250K because he's never going to be fit. Well, I don't know if I'd even pay. I think if he was to go to free, it would have to be a pay-as-you-go contract.
Even you know what? I'm even jumping in. I'm not even free because you know what this son of a bitch is gonna do. Oh, can I say that? 9 o'clock. You see what this rodent is gonna do? This rat over here.
Yeah,
he's going to be injured in the summer, so we can't sell him.
Oh, of
him
course.
and Mount. That's what he's going to do. Free, absolutely free.
I don't think you'll sell Mount. You know.
No, it's a one. I think we have to. I think we should think about it because he's been unavailable. Basically, he's played what 40 or 50% of. No, I'm even being nice by saying 40% of the games in 2 seasons since we bought him. What was he doing here? Like, what's he gonna do? So let me take that off. I just wanted to show his face because the low.
I think he could fetch about 20-something mil, about 22.
22 mil. Okay. Martinez.
I don't even know what type of price tag to put on Martinez, if I'm honest.
20 mil?
For someone that's quite, yeah. Well, yeah.
We got him for 40.
Yeah.
Maybe we can recoup half.
I think even that you've been good. You know, some of these prices that you pay for the play, you're never going to get anything near.
Oh, no. 100%. We're not getting no money back. But do you know why I particularly asked you to give me the value as much as possible? Because obviously some I stepped in, right? Because you're in opposition. In a sense, you're a customer, right? What the value that I wanted to see of you, I wanted to see how much we'll earn altogether. So I'm going to quickly say, I'm going to try and work out quickly. I don't know. Make some jokes. I don't know. I think no matter what.
Yeah. But then, like I said, some of them are being kind because you lot have such a bad season. There ain't really been no standout players other than players that are not on that list to sell.
The only other players we can't sell.
Yeah. Bruno's your biggest earner there. You know that. You said it already.
Yeah, 100%.
That's where 100%. You're gonna get a bulk of your cash from. But the thing is,
you were being really kind with Mount, with the 35 still.
English tax boy.
207, the low. 229. Yep. And then 249 million available. And annoyingly, we cannot sell all these guys at once. And now, just to finish off before we close the thing, I'm going to tell you a joke, sir.
Yes.
You love this, yeah? For finishing runners-up in Europa League, we earn 5.5 to 5.9 million pounds. $3.5 million of that is going to Chelsea because there's a clause in Mount's contract saying if he gets to a final, we pay them. And on that note, I am done. I am done. I am done. I am done. Guys, thank you. By the way, I don't know if that's official, but at this point, there's stories flying left and right. That's the one that caught my eye the most. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in, putting your comments in, getting involved, coming in for calls. Emergency meeting. I think there's another one going on another Man United channel right now. Yeah. It's not even the end of the season, by the way. So this is what's annoying because we still have to play on Sunday.
Do you know what? Can I ask you a question? You see, on Sunday, yeah, you see if you was to lose and Spurs win, they go above you, innit?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, yes. Yes. If Spurs want to basically beat us 5 times this season, let them win that game. Let them win that game on Sunday. We don't. And on top of that, here's the thing is as well, right? You know what will make me angry, Ashur?
Good.
I'll be angry if we win against Aston Villa. Because how the fuck do you beat Aston Villa when they need to win for Champions League places? Right? How the fuck do you get the energy to beat them?
Yeah, I don't think you need to worry about that one, my bro. I don't think that one is happening, my bro.
I don't think people understand how much I will throw things around in my house if they somehow get points against Aston Villa. Because then where the hell, why? And then I'm gonna have people going, "Oh, I know we didn't do well this season, but that result was for the fans." I swear on my life. Man United don't win against Aston Villa. I swear on my life. Don't. In fact, you need to not win against Aston Villa. So Aston Villa paid the 40 million for Rashford because Sancho's coming back. We need someone to sign the other fucking 2 players.
Oh, but you might get some money off
Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Atletico Madrid 40 million, but it would be nice to get another 40 million off Rashford as well. It'll take us to about 300. Yeah, 339 million altogether if we sell these players as well. Would be really nice. But yeah, dead all around. Dead business, dead team. Quite frankly, dead manager, dead tactics in the final. Yeah, I mean, just so people know that I made a bet with someone. I said if Tottenham beat us in the final, I will be looking to move country. I've actually closed the webpage, but I've already started looking. Yeah, I started looking. Last 24 hours, I've been looking already. I mean, Dubai is there, but I might be able to. I've started looking. Let's just put it this way. I've started looking. Might not be able to afford it, but I'm looking anyway. Because, yeah, that's how bad things is. But again, yeah, man, thank you very much for watching the show, getting involved in our emergency meeting. I'm true to my word. I said if Man United lose, I'll face up because there's no running away from this bullshit, is there? So, yeah, man, like, share, comment.
All of that.
Yeah, all of that. Get on the other channels as well. I think do we have it? We'll get on. It's somewhere in the description anyway. It's somewhere in the description, all the other channels. And also, big up Kuda. Not just the one that's on the show with us, but the other guy as well that did the music for the intro. His details are in there as well. Thank you very much for that. And yeah, man. See you guys next week, Monday, for the last games of the season. I don't, you know what? I really want to be sick, but I know I'm not going to be. So it is what it is. Anyway, adios.
Bye.